Hello, welcome to Farming Simulator 22. Let's play Court Farms. I'm your host, Fields and Skylines, and it is November. It's 10:20. Got some rain coming, but that's all right. Just got done taking care of feeding, watering sheep, feeding, strawing cows. They need to get mucked out. It's November though. There's not a lot to do this month, so this episode could be interesting. We might cover a few months because there's not a lot to do in December either. Come January, though, we have a bunch of stuff to sell. But I will double check to make sure we don't have to sell anything in December. So this could span a few months. But this month, what do we have to do? Basically, we have 2 fields that we need to spray herbicide on. I already took care of selling the milk. And like I said, taking care of the animals. Some of that daily stuff. Move some alfalfa up to the top of the farm since gave the last straw, although not all, or the last of the hay, not all of it though, to the sheep. There's some left. Don't think we'll be breaking into that alfalfa anytime soon, but just got it up there in case we need it. So, but I am going to crack on here and get set up to spray fields with herbicide. Let's take a quick look here at what's going on. So, last episode we planted alfalfa in 31, same growth cycle as, our other 2 alfalfa fields. Linseed here in 49, and we planted rye here in 50. So we will be spraying 49 and 50 with herbicide today to get those weeds so that we can keep our scores pretty high. This one is going to be low for a while, but that's okay. So what else do we have to do? Like I said, we sold the milk. There's some mucking out to do, but I'll do that later. The other thing in this month we might do is similar like what we did in White Farm. If you follow White Farm, because precision farming is we're using precision farming. I don't want to lose the use of organic fertilizers like slurry and muck. The problem is when we used those, like we can use those on our grass fields, and I think it'll be okay. But what we've seen is that usually one application isn't enough, and you got to combine and do another one, and so on and so forth. And it just isn't. It's time consuming to have to do it twice. Oh, I'm stuck right here, talking and driving. It's time consuming to do it twice. It's kind of a pain. And so on White Farm, what we ended up doing is we put in a building that basically where you take slurry and you take muck, and you fill it up with some water, and it'll turn those things into like herbicide or solid fert, or you can make liquid fert if you want. I like the idea of doing that because you can't really resell solid fertilizer or those things. So really all we're doing is trading one way to fertilize with another way to fertilize, so to speak. And we don't go through a whole lot of herbicide, but it would save us money on fertilizing. We kind of still get that, hey, we don't have to pay for fertilizer because we already have the free fertilizer from the cows. But at the end of the day, it could be maybe a cheap. I mean, I know like I could do and put in a mini biogas or something like that, but let's turn our sensor on, let's turn the sprayer on, and let's hit it. So I know we could do things like that. However, I think that's kind of more of a cheat because, how many farmers have that? And also, like, you make money selling methane and electricity, and So we're going to pass on that, and that's why I think we're going to do that. We have 2 buildings. I put one down. I put the smaller one down, or smaller, the one that just I talked about where it only does the 3 things down on White Farm. I'm trying to decide if I want to put that one down or one that I've used in other gameplays, not in videos, that offered more recipes. Although I don't remember what those recipes were off the top of my head. And I know, like, you could do just a bunch of weird things. Like, you can make all sorts of different stuff. And the recipes were very different than what the one I did in White Farm will be. I think for simplicity's sake, I'm going to use the White Farm one. It's fairly easy. So I think that will be kind of the plan. But then we have to, I am having a hard time getting the right angle here. Let's back up because I know I missed a bunch. All right, so as I was saying, I hit a tree. Great. So, yeah, I think we'll do the simpler one. I don't know if we'll use, like, it'll generate a bunch of stuff, but end of day, I don't think we'll be using up things quick enough where, like, it's going to take care of all of our problems, like the mini biogas thing would. And at the end of the day, if our little hut thing stops, yeah, we could transport it all the way up to the one on the map and sell it up there for peanuts on the dollar. So that's another thing we could do. But I really like the idea of trying to first, let's get some solid fert out of the equation. So that's kind of the plan for this month. I am going to crack on with this job in a time lapse. I'm going to do the other field as well. And then once I get done with that, I will be ready to place the building. See you in a bit.
California weather, it's like 90 degrees. It's making me hot and he has the same effect on me. It's just something about the way that he's making me feel. My insides are out, I just wanna shout his name. My body's giving up on me, cause I don't know what to do with my fingertips. I wanna run up through his hair, but I'm trying not to stare. I get a little starstruck when I see him. I couldn't hate him even if I tried. Am I a little crazy to believe that I could wake up with him by my side? I know I could get his attention if I worked it all out. And we got a little tipsy on a Saturday night. Yeah, I want him and I need him. He's got a one-way ticket to my heart. Ticket to my heart. He's got a one-way. Move a little closer without letting him see. My hands are shaking from the urge of being with him. I act a little dumber when I try to get his number. I'm so nervous that I'm losing grip of myself. My body's giving up on me, cause I don't know what to do with my fingertips. I wanna run up through his hair, but don't stare. I get a little starstruck when I see him. I couldn't hate him even if I tried. Am I a little crazy to believe that I could wake up with him by my side? I know I could get his attention if I worked it all out. And we got a little tipsy on a Saturday night. Yeah, I want him and I need him. He's got a one-way ticket to my heart. Ticket to my heart.
Job is complete. So I'm kind of looking over the terrain here. It looks a little kind of hilly. I was thinking about putting it here, but it looks a little hilly over here. I don't want to lose grass, but just trying to think of the best place to put it. You know, another good place could be over where we keep our animal trailer. And what I'm talking about is the building that we're going to put up that will turn our manure and stuff into put it over here or over here, but I don't think that that's gonna look okay in this area. So then we have our old failsafe way down here at the bottom of the farm, or we could keep it over in the new part of the farm. So let's just see what it'll look like over here. So we are gonna do, it's a production. It's like a factory. It's kind of towards the end. It's this guy right here. The trouble with this one is that it's like kind of odd that the dump off area and the pickup area is on two different parts of the building. I'd like it to be drive-through for both. Maybe we have to put it over. Unless we just like... No, it's not going to quite work over here. Let's take a look over at the bottom. Yeah, I don't know. I thought placing this building would be a little bit more simple, but it's okay. Oops. Try this again. Go right by it. So there is this one. This is the other. Oh, no. This is the other one I was talking about that does a whole bunch more that we could do. This one would work fine down at the other part of the yard. But I think this one is more simplistic. It's just finding that right, like, spot to put it where it just feels like it belongs there. I don't know where that is. So maybe because of the difficulty of placing this one, we'll have to use the other one. I don't know what those recipes look like though. So I'm hesitant to place anything. I mean, I could like See, I don't want to block that entrance. Like it just feels like it should be like right here. I just don't know if there's enough room. Hmm. Okay, I don't think I'm going to place it this month. I am going to see about I I think I think we'll place it in another time. Um, I'm not in a hurry because uh, I want to check the recipes on the other buildings. I think the other building gives us more opportunities to be successful. So then the other thing I have to do this month is we have to make a decision on. So if we look at what we all our calendar, we have to sell wool in April. Milk we get high sales for, but then they start to drop. So sometime in March, I want to build a dairy and a thing to take our wool and start our production process on that, which means we're going to need quite a bit of money because of those things. I'm not going to build them here, obviously. I have a plan for where to build them. Those two are productions, so I plan on building a dairy, which is phase one dairy is this one, and that's 70,000. And then I'm planning on using the clothing shop from. Where are you? Knowing me, it's not in the list, and I need to add it. But let's go through right here, and that's 90,000. So that's 160,000 plus change, plus the cost of the land, which is like another 100,000. So I need 260 grand to get to where we want to be, and at least plus, you know, landscaping and whatnot. Now we will be taking out a loan for some of it. Also, come the new year, we can start buying more cows. So the thing is, though, because precision farming, the moment you buy new land, and let's take a look at the land I'm thinking about buying. I'm thinking about buying 180 and 187. So it's 51 and 55, so it's 106,000. But the moment we buy these, we will have to get the precision farming score on them, and it won't be good. So I need to fertilize and lime and then get a mow in beforehand. So let's just quickly drive over there. Maybe this episode is going to be fairly quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive over there. I'm going to do a jump cut. And once we're there, we will continue. I'll be right back. All right. So this is the 108 field. as you can see, it's definitely ready to be harvested. And so that's good. All I'd have to do is mow it, well, lime it, fert it, then mow it. So in March, I'd be able to mow it, and then we would get a bunch of free silage. I just do all silage. Um, but this is pretty big. I don't know if we're going to buy this one for sure, because I think I can fit everything I want to fit on the other one, but um, we definitely can fit everything on this one. So, like, if we go to construction, uh, we kind of have like two areas where we can put stuff. Production, clothing, you can see definitely fits probably this way, back here. And then the dairy will fit over here. And what's nice is there's some room to expand, add some smaller dairies over here, which we'll need once we're running on all cylinders. If we look at this piece of property, um, we can put the dairy up here in front. We can put it back here and back as well. And we have room for everything that we need. It would be positioned this way. So we would, you know, get it nice and tight this way or up in here. And then our clothing store could fit over here too. And this land also gives us expansion. And what we can do always is buy one piece of the land first and then um, kind of get it so that it's lined up nicely. But yeah, it'll fit over here. We'll have to obviously do some land fixing once we do it, but I'll probably spin up a test map and just test it out, see what happens. But if we go ahead and drive over there, we'll have to do the same though. Like I think I want to go start and put the dairy and um, both on the one piece of land, and then we can always expand later. But my point is, whichever piece we pick, we have to decide. We have to mow and get it ready for a better yield score, so that it doesn't kill us. So yeah, so that's my plan. We're gonna obviously put something over here, or over there. I don't know which one works the best, but that's the plan. The key though is that before March, we have to buy the land and get all of that done. March, we can definitely mow, bale, all of that, but we also have to plant field bean in March. So March could be a busy month for us. I wish I could have got it done sooner. Can't afford to do it all right now though, unless we pick one of the land pieces of land. So because I can't mow grass after this month until March. We could do it all in March. I could do it off camera. It doesn't matter. So that's the plan. What I think I'm going to do now, though, is jump ahead to November, and I will see you in a bit. All right. So it's December. We are stopping in December because we have some field bean, or not field bean. We have some barley that I think is. Oh no, we gotta sell the barley in January. Huh? Do we have anything to sell in December other than regular milk? So we'll sell our milk, even though it's a low price. I'm gonna actually hold on to it till January, also because if we decide to build a dairy, I want some extra milk to throw in it. But I don't think anything else is gonna be sold. So I'm not selling straw. Or slurry. Field bean is June. So yeah, so alfalfa hay. Yeah, so we're not gonna be selling anything other than um really. Should I hold the milk? Yeah, I'm gonna hold the milk. I'm looking at the animals here. We need to feed our cows. Um, a bale. Probably could do some more straw, and they're probably gonna need mucking. Um, sheep are fine. All right. So what I think we'll do is the other thing I wanted to show is there is a tractor on sale for $58,000. 74 if we add the sensors, which gets a little bit more pricey, but this wouldn't be a bad tractor for us if we choose to upgrade, or not upgrade, but add an additional tractor. There's also this tractor. It's a bit more powerful, probably be our, you know, another workout horse like the Massey is for us. It's a nice tractor, but can't afford this one, especially once we add the sensors. Um, so I don't know. Are there any contracts? Maybe if we did a contract cultivating field 18, field 74, 112, 118, and 141. None of these are really like budget bank breakers, so probably won't do a contract. So yeah, so I guess what I'm gonna do is um next month will be the big one of selling. So I think what I'll do is we'll jump ahead. I'll feed the cows offline, and then I will jump ahead to January. We'll do all of the selling, and then we'll probably leave the episode around there. Uh, so, so yeah, so I'll see you in a bit. All right, we jumped ahead to January. I did a little staging yesterday. I'm gonna set off with a worker to get these bales out. I was told there was great demand somewhere. I looked at the bales of silage, or I looked at the silage prices and the alfalfa hay prices. Wherever it was saying great demand, it was not great demand for those things. So best price for silage is right up here. I'm hopefully gonna get a worker to drive me up here without it going crazy, so I can get grain, get the barley moving. I don't have a lot, but oh, I'm filling up manure. That is not good. Okay, so let's just stop this and see if we can tip it over here somewhere. Oh boy, we're in trouble here. And we're caught up on something. Oh man, this is going to be a mess. All right, I have an idea. It's a terrible idea, but it is an idea. 23,000 liters of cow milk poop. Yep, I did that. So we're going to dump this somewhere. I hope I can just dump it on the ground somewhere. But I do have more bales I need to get sold. The barley price, although important, I don't have a lot of barley, so this fop in here, I'm not British, but I watch a lot of farming videos, farming simulator videos, people who are, and they say that a lot. So I apologize if I don't use it quite correctly or pronounce it correctly, but I find it funny when same language, just different terms, terminology, I find interesting. So my goal here, though, is to try and make this turn. And I'm going to just try to dump it down here at the end. Why? Well, because then I can use the something. Don't know why I can't tip it. Unload here. That's what I need. So we're going to just stop. Why? And then I can just shovel it. Or I need to shovel it, and then we can get that. Let's see how our other driver's getting along. We must be close. We are. So I think what happens is we have a small Fendt, 150 horse. That one might just be a little too small to buy, but it would also be a good tractor for up top. So we've been getting lucky with some tractors. The price here kind of looks good. But when we put the bigger engine in it, and we can't adjust the paint to the pretty blue, so we're probably going to pass on this one too, unfortunately. Now let's get these bales sold and get off so that we can. Am I not in the right place? I am not in the right place. That is amazing. And okay. Don't mind my poor driving. Apparently, either my driver didn't drive to the right spot, which I don't think he did, because I definitely was not on this road, or something weird happened. All right, so we're gonna get these bales sold, and then I'm gonna jump cut to picking up the next set of bales and getting those sold. And actually, here, I'll sell these before I do the jump cut. So I turned in right here. And then I don't know what happened. Okay, it must have been my fault. I probably just turned the wrong way. All right. But yeah, like I said, we'll sell these bales now. We'll get how much they were valued for. Let's unload. So we got 61,000 480 plus 6,500 in environmental score. So yeah, so I will jump cut to pick up the last set of silage bales and we'll sell them. So shall be right back. All right, we are back with 3 more big bales. Should be, is this the right one? Are there 2 of them here? Yeah, there are. So it's the second one. Should be a fairly decent amount again. And then we're going to sell, I'm a little leery, but we are going to sell some of our alfalfa. Oops, there we go. We are going to sell some alfalfa as well. We do have to remember we're not going to get a cut on it until, like, I remember 52,564 plus 5,000 more. Awesome. Good, good, good. We have a good amount of money. But yeah, so I'm gonna go back, get some alfalfa. I don't know how much I'm gonna sell because we have to keep feeding our sheep and we don't get another cut of it. March, April, May, June, like until June, May or June. So that's 5 or 6 months. But I think I'll be all right. So I'll do another jump cut, a video of jump cuts, to get the rest of these bales. Okay, so this is the last load we'll be selling. It's just some alfalfa hay. We're at the point of dropping it. I don't know how much we're gonna get from this, but unload, there we go. Looks like 21,000 plus 2,000 for the environment. Awesome. I think that is good. We're up to $258,913. And that is all the money we will be making until next month when we sell some milk. Whoa, I am having some steering problems again, as always. So what I think we're gonna do is I'm gonna set a worker off here and get this back to the farm. And go. And it didn't like that. Go. And that one looks better with. All right. So I don't think we have anything else we can sell until June. That's the field bean. Let's see. We sold the silage we wanted to sell. We sold everything. We have milk we could sell, but I think I need to do some math. Let's do some quick math. And doing quick math on the air is never, ever a good deal. So the 2 fields we want to buy are 108, which, or this 187 here, which is 55, 180, which is 51. So that's 106. We'll just call it 107,000, right? And then we need a dairy and that other place to be constructed, which would be through here. And I'm not gonna try to place it anywhere. I'm just gonna try to get a rough estimate of how much they'll cost. The dairy is right here. Dairy 70. And that clothing factory is, let's see if I go fly by right here, 90. So that's 160. 200. So we don't have enough money to do both. So I think what I'm going to do is the dairy and we have so much wool. So wool we can't sell until March or April anyways. So if we hang on to it in case we don't have it built before, then we're okay. And we still have to do field prep. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to buy 80. We're going to put the dairy in front, and this is going to be our dairy plot. And then sometime in the future, we're going to buy 187 and make this be our. Or do I buy 187 and make this both a dairy and a. Man, I don't know. I don't have to make that decision now. I will make that decision before our next episode when it'll be February and we will do some building of things. I also want to buy a tractor. I know there's nothing like there's this Fendt. It's a little underpowered though. It's only 150 horse, and we can't change the color to the nice blue. I'm pretty sure I've showed that though before, so maybe in February we'll get another tractor in there. But I think we're going to leave the episode right here. In the next episode, we're going to build a production, either one or two or many. And to do that, well, no, we're not going to be able to build it until after I mow grass in March. So, because that's for the environmental value skill. So in the next episode, before now, in our next episode, I'm going to buy the land, convert it, lime it, and then get it ready to be mowed so that we can move quickly to build what we need to build. Which means I think I can sell the milk, and I'll end up selling the milk in January, but I'll keep the milk. I don't know why I drove this down here. Yeah, so I'll sell the milk cure off line before the next episode. When we come back, it'll probably be March because there's not much to do in February. And what I'll do off camera is sell the milk, pick one of those pieces of land, and get it ready so that we can raise that environmental score and build productions. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like the content on this channel, please subscribe. And as always, have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.